Hello and welcome to Mad Al Goes Racing, and today we're in a race room having a look at some new content, namely one track and some cars. Now, the first car is an addition to the Touring Car Cup, and that is the Opel Astra. Comes with, I think it was 14, something like that, 14 different liveries. We're just going to pick that one. And the new track is Valerbanen. Now, Valerbanen is a sort of motor testing sport type complex in Norway, and it's used all year round. They use it for all sorts of weird things, like testing ice driving in winter and things. And I think it says hasn't been any other game, I thought, when I looked on Raceroom, but it has. Valerbanen was actually in one of the Swedish Touring Car Championship DLCs, of which there were two. STCC the game and STCC 2 for Race 07, which was of course the effectively precursor to this particular game. So what we're going to do is jump in the car. I will just turn this off so you can have a look around, and if I can hit the right combination of keys, which I might or might not manage to do, we'll have a quick look around inside the car, and then we'll have a look outside the car. So if I hit that key, hopefully that was free. Look, it was. Hooray. In terms of the interior, I'm not sure about the surround for the door pull, whether or not that's just low poly count or whether that's Opel make shit cars. I'm not sure, but who knows? We are talking General Motors, don't forget. So, I mean, in general terms, it looks fine. Okay, that's a bit low, but whether it's really as angular as that, or whether it's just, it's an interior, does it matter? Not that much. Don't talk to yourself, you'll make yourself sound silly. Right, let's see if we can find a free look, and hopefully this camera won't shoot off a hell of a rate of knots. Come on. Why aren't they going into free look? Have I done something silly? Let's. Oh. What have I done? Why is that not working? Have I locked the camera or something stupid? Pressed the wrong button. I changed my buttons, obviously. Right. Oh, excuse me. Right, externally, for some reason this particular livery has no numbers, which is novel. But externally it looks quite nice. No real issues with it. It's got a wheel on each corner. What more do you want in a car? My driver has a head, which is always nice. And generally it looks quite good. Now, whilst we're outside, what we'll do is we'll go up here somewhere. Probably best to have done it whilst we're going backwards, and we'll have a quick look, see what we can see the circuit from here. Like I said, this circuit was in Race 07. It was one of the shorter circuits, being one of the Swedish touring car ones. I can't remember how long the circuit is now, 1.8 kilometres, something like that. But it's quite a nice flow to it. As you can see, it's got sort of various bits and pieces around the circuit, and I was going to see if I could drive from here, but I don't think I'll bother. But you might notice there's sort of all these other bits of road going everywhere in the middle here, roundabouts, and there's various oddities with, I think it's over there somewhere, it might be over there, There's some sort of bits of what look like concrete road with sort of blue and red markings on them, which I presume are... can I hit the right key to get back in the car? No, not that one, not that one, not that one. Oh, bollocks. What have I done? What have I done? Get in the car, you stupid... Oh, this is annoying. Hang on. Am I in the car? Have I got the right key? Yay! I think I have. I hope I'm in the car. This is the trouble with trying to be clever. And I will turn on the... Shall I? Shan't I? Nah, I won't for now. I will, however, see if I can hit the right key to get behind it for a minute whilst I'm just having a quick drive around. I hate driving from this position because I always make a bit of a twat of myself. And is it F5, F6, F7? Not that one. I'm trying to remember which one. Get rid of the mirror. No, that one. Right. Remember that, 9 and 7. Right. Now, as we drive around, like I said, these are one of the bits of oddity with a bit of extra track coming in. But in terms of the track itself, it's nicely modelled. Nice trees around the outside. Everything with KW suspension splattered all over it because, well, KW suspension has got some association with Raceroom, part of the same company. This particular circuit, it's quite nice. I like it for the very simple fact it's got no hairpins, it's got no really stupidly tight chicanes. It's all quite nice and neat and tidy, as you can see from the track map. I think about the worst corners, something like a second, maybe third gear, depending upon what you're driving. This is actually a circuit I really enjoy driving in things like the Radicals in Race 07. And that is one thing I do wish that Raceroom would introduce, is something like the Caterhams or the Radicals, something a little bit different, if you like, from what most of the content is, which is a combination of touring cars and GT cars mostly, with a spattering of open wheelers. Again, this is one of these sort of, where's the road going? And it's got all this weird and wonderful stuff there, which is presumably something to do with testing vehicles. But the track itself disappears off round this way, as again a not particularly tight but tight enough little chicane here. There's another little circuit over that way, which is who knows what. It's like a little it's a lot more corners in it, but it's not sharp corners. It's sort of a nice wavy. If you look at go and have a look on Google Maps, you'll find it. But this next corner got a nice bit of bank into it, nicely cambered, so you can carry a bit more speed than you think maybe through here. It's not hugely cambered, but it's enough. It's a bit like the bomb hole at Snare, only a lot smaller. A couple of these sort of weird bits here, which it would be nice if they had more than one layout, so you could actually use those as well. Reminded me a bit of Langborough karting circuit when I came around. It was like all these little cutouts, because Langborough karting circuit like that is a sort of big oval, and they've got various different cutouts you can use, which confused the hell out of us when we raced there doing one of these 6-hour moped bash things, when they changed the circuit between the Saturday and the Sunday. Confused we were, because we changed our gearing to get it all right for the race, and then they changed the circuit. It was completely wrong. But that's a quick wander around the circuit. Or I say a very slow wander around the circuit. Now I'll see if I can hit the right button and get us in the car. Ah, we're in the car, and I don't really need the mirror on, but I'll turn it on before I bloody forget again. And which button? Oh, well, I want that one, don't I? Too many things. Right. Let's have a see what this car feels like, because whoops, good start, good start, good start. The corners on it are not hugely fast. It's not a hugely fast circuit, but it's also not tight. But it all looks nice. Like I said, that is probably the tightest corner, of course. This one. Let's see if we can get that in. The first corner is a nasty little kink, so you can run the curb here, but you have to be very careful not to end up in the kitty litter over there. Next two corners are sort of quite even left-right flick, and then a couple of nice medium speed right-handers. First one's a bit slower than the second one, and then this. As far as the cars go, I think the car is slightly better than some of the other TCR/WTCC type cars, which are all frankly much of a muchness. It feels like it's got less lift-off oversteer than some of them. So you can probably do a... That's a cut. You can make it lift off, but it's much more controllable than some of them are. It doesn't sort of snap on you quite as much, so whether that's something else they've changed or whether that's just this particular car is better, I don't know. Like I say, most of the sort of WTCC, TCR type cars fairly well balanced in terms of performance, as you would expect from a sort of a well sorted sim with a well sorted and bopped series like World Touring Car or the TCR. I think that's not a bad little car. See if we can manage to do a lap without bollocks in it this time. Yep. Doing a slightly higher second gear. Not that you can change it. Nice little bit of lift off oversteer, perfectly controllable. Probably go through that previous corner in fourth actually, but I think I'm confusing myself by choosing the setting sun. So there you go, that's a reasonable lap, around 58 seconds. So it's not a hugely long circuit. It's a great little circuit to drive around. How much of a pain in the butt it will be to race on is a different matter, but because it's not exactly wide, and it's not exactly long, and there's not exactly a lot of really big braking zones, so I think you're going to have to work hard at getting past people around here. So that's that one. Now, as I said, there was more than one thing. I was about to start doing this about an hour ago and went, ooh, something's changed. Because all of a sudden I realised there was another piece of content that I hadn't noticed the other day when I was buying stuff. Now we're going to go to Silverstone because, well, that's where I want to go. Now the other new addition is the ADAC GT Masters 2020, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars. Of those, the Audi R8 LMS GT3 Evo is already available as a GT3 car. The M6 GT3 is already in the ADAC GT Masters 2018, as is the Callaway Corvette and the Mercedes AMG GT3. The Porsche 911 GT3 R 2019 is also already in the game as a GT3 car. The two new cars, and I hope I got all this right because otherwise I can look a bit of a twat, are the Mercedes AMG GT3 Evo, which is the 2019 car, and the Bentley Continental GT3 Evo. You can't see it says Evo because it goes ... But it is, I believe you'll see if I click on it, the Evo version. Now, I haven't driven the Evo, GT3 Continental, or the Mercedes GT3 Evo. So, join me on a voyage of discovery as I see whether or not they're any good compared with the possibly older version, which I can't remember the last time I drove either the GT3 Merc or the older Bentley. There is already a Bentley in, but that's a 2014, which is available in the GT3 class and the ADAC 2015 GT Masters, I think it was. So, let's choose a horrible colour car, or a nice colour car, or a, that one will do. And take it for a couple of laps around Silverstone and see how it feels. And then we'll have a couple of laps in the Bentley. Should I try and go free cam again and completely confuse myself? Possibly not. Might be a silly move. We'll press the G key and just no, was it the F key? Right, have a quick look. Free cam. It all looks quite nice. Turn the free cam off. Right. Already I turn off the so you can see it in all its glory. The default seating position is a little bit far back, so there's a huge amount of pillar and ironmongery and other stuff getting in the way, but we'll live with it. Sounds nice. Now it's probably defaulted to the usual full traction control. Feels nice and positive. As you would hope from a GT3 car, it is quite predictable and stable, and also apparently not completely solid, as we just went through a bollard. Absolutely no surprises from it at the moment, so as you would hope. I was thinking, have we actually got anything in the car to tell us what lap time we're doing? I don't think we have, have we? Oh yes we have. There's a lap timer. It's like the blind leading the blind, isn't it? I can't even remember what a good lap should be in Raceroom with one of these cars. That wasn't great. You might want to turn the traction control down a bit. It's a little bit on the extremely tame. It's not rotating hugely on the corner exit. It's under power. Ooh. Doesn't like those little sausages on the inside of that corner, so try and avoid those. Now it'll be interesting to see what changes are made in the update that should be coming out sometime before the end of the month, I hope. Which is meant to have various physics and FFB updates, and it'll be interesting to see what they've done with their FFB. I'm guessing it's going to be based a lot more on rack forces and things like that, so they're presumably going to cut out a lot of the what would be called canned effects. There you go, 2 out of 3, not really trying. So the car feels really nice. How close to the limit it is and how warm the tyres are. If we just get up, tyres are not exactly cooking, but that feels really nice, nicely balanced. Seems to be doing what you expect it to. It's not going to kill you. So in other words, it's quite typical of a GT3 car. Now let's have a quick comparison by going and have a look around the Bentleys. Not exactly going to give you a lot of choice on the colour scheme, so it's that one or nout, basically. I think overall there's 30 plus ish skins across all the cars in that particular pack. It was £6.70 or something, I think. 750 VRP, something like that. I don't take that much notice. I'll just go, oh, I'm going to buy that. Right, oh my god, we're on the wrong side of the car. Don't panic, I know what I'm doing. Right, let's wrong bloody button again. Let's have a quick look. Nice steering wheel. Looks quite nice. Does seem to be. I'm sure these are slightly higher poly count than the that TCR car. Whether that's just an anomaly or whether that's just a deliberate thing to keep the poly count down a little bit, I did know. I was just noticing the these air intakes. They're a little bit. I think I've got this wound up to 11. No reason I would. No reason why I wouldn't. Do I need to press the? Oh, got the right button eventually. So let's do a lap and see if I can remember to be on the correct side of the car and everything causing me problems. Because, as always, it might take a couple of laps to remember which side of the car I'm on. Well, first things first, I can easily see when I'm going around a left-hand bend where the apex is, because no pillar. Obviously, it's going to be more of a pain in the arse going around right-handers. Yep, I can't see, I can't see, I can see. Right. Nice fruity tone to the engine and exhaust. First impression, it feels a little more lively than the Merc. The Merc just feels absolutely planted. This actually feels like it's got some life in it, whereas the Merc just felt a little bit sanitised, shall we say. This does actually feel like it's rotating a bit on the power, whereas the Merc didn't feel like it was doing anything much. Oops. Bit too far over, possibly. I do feel like I want to wind the sound up a bit on this. It's really nice. I can't say I've noticed any of the little lights flashing to say your traction control is cutting in or anything, so whether with the traction control wound up as far as it is that it won't actually do anything, or whether that's not been hooked up, I don't know. I would hope they have. Certainly on the older Porsche it does. Of course, we are on 100% traction control here, so that's really nice to drive. And the 203, basically the same lap time as the Merc. Of the two, this feels slightly more engaging to drive. It feels a little bit more lively. Don't think there's a huge amount of them. I mean, GT3 cars are GT3 cars. Front engine, especially, very similar. Probably got very similar weight distribution and everything else. And of course they're all bopped, so they should be fairly much of a lightness. I don't know whether or not they do anything to bop them across circuits, or whether they just do like an overall bop in this, unlike something like ACC, which I think does per circuit bops. But a couple of nice cars to add to the ever-growing list of nice content. Another new quirky circuit to add to the nice quirky circuit list, along with all the other weird little circuits in Sweden and Norway, like Falkenberg and places like that confuse the hell out of people when they look at them and go, oh, I can't see where I'm going because it's all up and down. I can't remember which one that is. Nuts thought, something like that. Madness, but they are great fun to drive around. So that's a quick look at the new content in Raceroom, and I will leave you with that, and say have fun, enjoy your sim racing, and stay safe. Like, you can go out now, can't you? But don't play the games. With that for now, I'll see you later and goodbye.